guys, welcome back to my channel. I've missed y'all. So I've been MIA the past few days. I was traveling, I was out of town, but now I'm back and I'm coming back with more content. So as you can see by the title of this video, today we're discussing purses, which is probably my most favorite thing after jewelry. Today especially we're talking about the kind of purses you should be wearing based on the occasion that it calls for. So whether it's going on a stroll, going to work, daytime, nighttime, we're talking about that, as well as based on your body type. So pear shaped, you're tall, you're petite, what kind of purses should you be carrying? This is what we're going to be discussing. So as always, I'm going to ask you to subscribe and turn your notifications on if you haven't already done so. Now let's get into it. So first thing first, let's talk about the body type. Number one, if you're tall, especially if you're on the slimmer side, then you want to carry a bag that's going to be the opposite of that. So if you're slim, that means that you want something that's going to be big and oversized, so that you can actually balance out the outfit or the look. I always talk about this in any video of mine, balance and proportions, because those are two big pieces, two big elements of constructing an outfit. So for example, I have this bag that I bought not too long ago. Well, actually I bought this a while back. I have this bag. Now, as you can see, it's more of like a rectangular shape. It's not round, because I just don't like round purses. I think based on my body type, this is what fits me, even though I'm tall. There you go. This shows you that fashion has rules, but sometimes rules are meant to be broken. So anyways, I have this big bag. It's oversized. It carries a lot of stuff, trust me. So I can carry it not only as a satchel, as a handbag, sorry. I can not only carry it as a handbag, but I also have these on the side, so that I can actually add a strap if I want to carry it as a shoulder bag. So when I do carry as a shoulder bag, I make sure that it remains somewhat at my waist level and it doesn't drop too far below that, because if that's the case, then it gives the impression that I'm very tall, and it just completely messes up with what I'm wearing. So if you're tall and slim, invest in oversized, rounded, but primarily make sure that it's an oversized bag so that your outfit still remains balanced. Number two, obviously the opposite of being tall and slim is being petite and being possibly curvy. If you're curvy and you're petite, then you want the opposite of the tall, which means that you want a bag that's actually going to be long. You want a long shoulder strap, just because again, it's going to give that illusion that you have a longer torso and that you're just taller. Now, if you have curves, you want the bag to hit in all the right places, because if you have curves, you don't want the bag to completely fall at your bottom level, because then it again messes up with the proportions. You want it to be at the waist level. It helps bring out more your shape. Now in front of me, I have this bag, which is an old purchase also that came from Ross, I believe. I bought this a few years ago. Now, as you can see, this is actually something that can be worn as a crossbody or as a shoulder. It has this adjustable strap. Now, if you're more petite and curvy side, my recommendation to you would be to make sure that you keep it at the longer strap. Like you keep the longer strap on so that it falls like past your waist level. But that's only if you're petite. If you have curves, then you probably want to adjust this so that it falls right here by your waist. If you have boobs, you want to bring again that strap a bit more down, because you don't want the big bag to be up here where your boobs are, because it's just gonna be confusing and it's just not gonna be a good look. So this is really about proportions, but I think it's fairly easy. If you're tall, then you want a short strap and you want an oversized bag to help balance that out. If you're petite, then you want the opposite. You want a longer strap so you can actually give the impression that you have an elongated frame. If you have curves, you want to make sure that this doesn't fall where your curves are, but rather in the middle. So if you're more curvy or like have an S shape, to meaning that your waist comes in and then your bottom kind of like ends out, like kind of just goes out wide, then you want to make sure that the bag stops at that waist level to help bring out more of those curves. So those are like very basic rules. Basically, the bag that you pick should be the opposite of what your body type looks like. That's the easiest way to remember this. Now let's talk about the occasion and when you should be wearing what. Type of environment that I want to talk about is office wear. So when it comes to office, there's almost this unspoken rule that you should always keep a professional image at all time. I think that's a general basic rule no matter what environment you work in. Some may be more lenient than others and allow more flexibility, but generally it's best to keep things simple. So you want to stay away from anything that's blingy, anything that's flashy, colorful, that has lots of patterns and just funky designs. Like I have my, by the way, behind me, that's my purse closet. I have a bunch of items that I can't wear to the office because it's just all over the place, all kinds of colors. So for when it comes to my work purses, I only have two actually. I have a black one and a brown one. Now I bought black and brown because those two are very easy colors that I can match to any outfit that I'm wearing. So depending on what I'm wearing, I just switch out my bags. But let me show you. They are very plain. This is the first one. This is the brown bag. As you can see, this is just a tote, which is best actually for the office. Usually office bags, you should probably get a tote. Tote essentially means that there's two straps like these that are the same length, and you can either wear this on your shoulder or you can hold it in your hands. Totes, the only thing with totes is that they don't have any clasps or any kind of closure. As you can see, mine doesn't have any. So maybe safety wise, that's not the best, especially if you're using public transportation, depending on like where you're in or like what your mode of transportation is. It may not be the safest, but it's usually what's recommended or what's advised if you're investing in a work bag. I like this because it's big enough that I can carry my laptop, my glasses, sunglasses, an umbrella. I have everything in here that I need on a daily basis once I leave my house. I bought this a few years ago also from Urban Outfitters. It's actually lasted me quite a while because I carry a bunch of stuff these days. So I have these, and then when in days that I want to wear black, I have this one. Now as you can see, the black one already looks very smaller compared to the brown one. I don't wear the black as much because I like this one really. I like wearing it with any outfit. So I keep it plain and simple for the office, plain, simple, polished, and professional. And that's what office wear should be about. So invest in a tote that is very professional, doesn't have a lot to it, doesn't have much design, patterns, color. You want to shy away from all that stuff. Just keep it simple and keep it chic. And that's exactly what these two bags give me, these two totes. Now, when it comes to just everyday errands, just running out the house, going places, like let's say maybe going to the mall or just going to meet some friends for drinks or dinner. Well, drinks during the daytime, like lunch or happy hour. I like to carry a shoulder bag or a satchel. So shoulder bag essentially means that, as you probably understand, that you can just carry it on your shoulder. It falls somewhere right here around my boob area. So I either like that or I like a satchel. Now I have two of my favorites that I would like to show you, and they're pretty big. You're probably gonna notice that most of my bags are big just because I like oversized bag, and I told you about being tall and knowing how to counterbalance with the bags that you wear. This is one of my favorite. This is also another old piece that I bought a while back on Lipsy. Lipsy is a brand from London. It's really, really cute. I really fell in love with this design on the side, this black and white design on the side, and then it's white with the orange all around it, this neon orange. This can be worn as a handbag. As you can see, it's a satchel, or it can also be worn as a strap. Inside, actually, there's an area where you can hook the strap on. I need to clean this bag. So this to me is a fun going out running errands, investing in a satchel. This is the second satchel. I'm going to show you the second one. This is the second satchel that came from, I believe this one also came from, I want to say this one also came from Lipsy. I can't remember because this is also a one that I've had for a while. I actually like this because it's very bright, perfect pop of color that I'm always talking about. So this can also be worn as a shoulder bag because, as you see, it has the hook, this kind of hook on the side. So again, this is daytime, running errands, going to lunch with friends, going to happy hour, because it's perfect to also carry a few items. It's probably gonna carry less than a tote, but you can still fit in a good amount of stuff. So again, tote for work wear, and then just for casual errands, daytime errands, satchel or shoulder bag. I really love this. This is so pretty. I want to show you another one that I like to wear also to run errands. This one, I wear it more when I know that it's going to be just a quick run. Like, it's going to be the type of errands where I'm actually going to be making purchases. So, I mean, if I'm going to the mall, which rarely happens, but on the few occasions that I actually do go to the mall, or I'm buying stuff and I know my hands are going to be busy and I'm going to be carrying a lot of stuff, I like to carry a crossbody bag, because that's the perfect item. It's small enough that it carries or it handles my wallet, my car keys, and my glasses, which is basically essentially what I need when I'm running errands. So I think it's perfect. You can wear it also lengthwise. You can wear it as a long bag, you can wear it across your body as the name calls for it, or you can wear it as a shoulder bag. So this is really a quick errand, running to the post office, going to the mall, going to return stuff, going to get a petty, because it's just like in and out, and I won't need to put anything inside, especially when I know that my hands are going to be busy because I'm going to have plenty of bags. I like to wear this just as a crossbody. It's a very minimalistic, and that's a perfect everyday item. I think that every girl actually should have a crossbody. These are really useful. Yeah, also when you're traveling and you're visiting countries, this is the perfect item to have on you so that your hands are actually free and you get to take pictures and you can do all kinds of funky stuff. So again, crossbody, also to run errands. Love this one. Oh, by the way, this one came from Aldo. We've talked about body type. When you're tall and slim, you want to wear something that's oversized, that has a short strap. When you're petite and curvy, you want to wear something that has a longer strap, so it kind of gives the impression that you have a longer torso. It kind of elongates your frame. We've talked about for the occasions, if you're going to the office, it's best to have a tote. Keep it minimal, no funky designs or colors. If you're running errands, it's best to have a crossbody. Depending on the type of errand it is, it could be a crossbody or a satchel or even a shoulder bag. Now, if you are doing, let's say you're going out at night, whether it's dinner with friends or like some kind of event, clutches, I'm sure everybody knows about clutches. Those are like the envelope looking bags. Everybody wears those when they have to attend like a gala or some kind of function. Nowadays, there's a new wave of clutches that has hit the market. I think Bottega Veneta has made some, and now they've become popular. There's a lot of rip-offs on the market, so I'm actually gonna show you one. So this is what a clutch is. Clutch literally means that it looks like a clutch, like an envelope. You can carry it like this under your armpit as a clutch, or you can just carry it like this in your hand as a, just like this in your hands. So this is the idea of what a clutch is. How do you open this? Oh, there it is. So this one, I can't remember where I bought this from. Obviously, this is not a real Bottega Veneta, but it's a good replica of it. It's a good dupe for it. And it's this cute also brown bag. So this is more appropriate for like, actually you could also wear this for daytime depending on what it is that you're doing, but clutches usually are best just for evening. I have two other ones that I want to show you. This one, I had bought it from Zara. This is about maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago, winter. As you can see, it's furry. And then this black one, actually I had bought this from Forever 21, which was one of the greatest purchases I had made at the time. It's no longer on the website, unfortunately, because these are old. And by old, I mean this is probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But again, this is also a big clutch, so it carries a lot of items. But these are the kind of stuff that you want to wear at nighttime, especially if you're attending a function or a gala or somewhere that's fancy. You want to stay away from anything that's shoulder length, anything that's satchel. You want to go for the clutches. So this is actually very easy to remember. Clutches are for nighttime. If you're not big into clutches, because some people aren't, I used to not like clutches at all. If you're not big into clutches, there's now those mini bags that have hit the market. This is another nighttime wear that would be good and appropriate. Those mini bags have hit the market ever since the designer Jacquemus came out. He basically revolutionized the whole mini purses thing, and now there's tons and tons. I mean, at this point, I think every single outlet, every shopping outlet sells those. So let me show you. When I made my video haul, I'll put a link here, the purse haul. I actually talked about some of them that I had recently purchased, but I'm gonna show you some other ones in case you've seen those already. If you haven't, you may wanna check out this haul here. So this is one, this is exactly what a mini purse is, as the name calls it. It's very small and it's very little. It's literally, you hold it in your hand like this. This one actually also has the strap in case you want to wear it as a shoulder bag. But for nighttime, I would probably just wear it like this, unless I got really tired of holding it and just wanted to wear it as a shoulder bag. Now, I wouldn't wear this. Nighttime, this would be best for going to dinner, going out with your girls, doing stuff. If you're going to a black tie event, formal event, and by formal, I mean tuxedo for a man or like an actual gown for a woman, I probably wouldn't wear this. I would go for the clutch because the clutch is just classier. The clutch just has that specific purpose. But if this is just going out for dinner, drinks with the girls, this is perfect. So this one I had bought it from Nasty Gal. I have another one that I had also bought from Nasty Gal. This one in black also came from there. I bought these two there. And I'll try to find the links for all of these items, but then again, I bought this a while back, so I may not find them. In case I don't, I'll put some tubes. But like I said, there's tons and tons nowadays. Everybody makes these. Like, I even bought this one. This is another one that I had also. I bought this one from Boohoo, and you would never believe how much this was. I think at the time that I purchased this bag was $8. I'm not even kidding. And this one came from Boohoo. Now, you know it's a dupe for Jacquemus because this one has a much longer strap than the Jacquemus bags do, but this color is just gorgeous. I saw this and I was like, I have to have it. Like, look at this color. It's gorgeous. So again, these are good alternatives to the clutches, but only if the event or if only the function, the nighttime function you're attending isn't a fancy event or black tie, in which case then you only want to go for the clutches. But if not, then these are good alternatives to the clutches as well. Love them. Please save the best for last because this is actually a recent purchase that I've made and I'm so proud of myself for making this. I've been saving my money. Anyways, so now the next occasion, this is the last one. If you're traveling because you're basically getting on an airplane, you're probably jumping from point A to point B, especially when you're going international and you have so many layovers and like so many stops. You want something that you can throw basically your basic necessities in, and you want an oversized bag. So traveling, actually, you either want an oversized bag because you can dump your whole life in there. You want a backpack because it's much more convenient just to carry around and your hands are free to carry anything else. Now, I'm not a big fan of backpack, even though I do own some, but I very rarely travel with backpack. I honestly think I'm a bit too girly for that. Not that there's anything manly about backpacks, but I think because I put outfits together, I think about what I'm gonna wear, and half the time, or most of the time actually, I can be wearing backpacks with the outfit that I wear. Because yes, even when I'm traveling, I'm still trying to stay stylish. So that being said, I go for the oversized bag. Now, I have a lot of oversized bag, but I'm only showing you this one because this is my most recent acquisition that I've been searching high and low for, and which has been sold out everywhere. This is my, or at least it's going to be my, it's not my travel bag yet, but it is going to be my travel bag now because I haven't been traveling anywhere since December. And now we are in self-isolation, and who knows what's gonna happen within the next few months. But at the next opportunity that I have to jump on a flight and go somewhere, my Louis Vuitton tote is going to be my travel bag. You guys don't understand how long I've searched for this bag. It's been sold out everywhere ever since it came out. I finally was able to get my hands on this. It's so big and roomy that it carries everything. You want to talk about big? This is big. I also have the Christian Dior book bag. I'm not sure actually which one is bigger among the two. I may have to compare. But this is perfect, and this is what I would carry to travel. I can put my sleep mask in here. I can put a change of clothes. I can put a pair of underwear, especially on those long international flights. I can put some wipes in there, body wipes, you know, to stay fresh and clean. I can put a toiletry bag. This is exactly what you want. I mean, not for necessarily this brand, but this is exactly the type of stuff that you want when you're traveling, because it carries everything. So if you don't like backpack, oversized bag are a good alternative. I'm in love with my baby. Guys, that's all for today. I think I covered everything. If there's something that I haven't covered, please do let me know in the comments. Feel free to ask me any questions about the bags. I think I gave you the most important environment or occasions and what to wear. But again, if I missed something, tell me. Now, what's your vibe when you're traveling? Do you like oversized bag, or like, are you more of a backpack? I'd like to hear from you. So as always, please tell me in the comments what you're thinking. I will see you in the next video. Until then, if you haven't already, please do subscribe and turn those notifications on so you always know when new content is posted, which is every Wednesday and Sunday. And so until then, catch up on my other videos if you've missed them, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.